It is April 9 in the morning, and we need to get all of our fields planted with soybeans today. Really, the biggest problem is we got some massive stones in our fields, and I should get those cleaned out. They are so bad, but I just cannot afford the time. This is our first month able to plant soybeans. Of course, we could plant in May, but I would really like to plant this April. And I completely planned on planting through these rocks, but just looking at them now, I don't think we can afford to. So let's see. There's no rock picker for sale, which means in order to buy one, it'd have to be full price, and we don't have the money. To purchase the smallest one is $25,000. To lease it is $1,200, and that's what we're going to have to do. And after that, we now have $13,000 in the bank, a long ways from our $1 billion goal. But I'm going to do this until we get to $1 billion. I will admit, I thought we would be a lot farther along by now. But I've read some of your guys' suggestions in the comments down below, and some of you suggested doing some silage bales, which is not a bad idea. We're going to have to look into that. And I've also seen suggestions like getting bees, which I think is another great idea. If you guys are playing along your own game trying to earn $1 billion and you have some strategies that are working for you, then feel free to drop them in the comments down below. All right, we've made it here, and that is our rock picker for the day. This thing's going to cost us a bit over $1,200, I believe is what it was. But if we can get all of our rock picking done today, we will be ready to plant by tomorrow. We might as well check up on our finances. As you guys can see, we've made about $8,900 on solar last month, and we made about $315 off of our greenhouse. But that greenhouse also spent about $208 on water, so, you know, it's a very small profit there. We're definitely not doing terrific. We need to be getting some more forms of income, and I don't have a way to afford that yet. But I'm sure that we will get it figured out. Now, I wonder if I can hire a worker to do the rock picking, because I just really don't want to do it. Oh, I don't know. We're going to try and sneak past our big, solar panels. Okay, we're gonna hit one of our solar panels. I'm sure it'll be fine, and I'll just keep going through this field. Now, somebody did say, why don't we go ahead and just link these two fields together, get a little bit more acres, because that driveway just really doesn't give enough acres for me to care about it. It's a functional driveway right now, and honestly, in the long term, I feel like that has more value. Eventually, I don't think we'll continue planting these fields. I think they'll become part of the farm, probably stuff for, I don't know, livestock or solar panels or whatever we need, sheds. Unless we could do something cool, like, little pumpkins or carrots or something like that. But right now we're playing along with the base game, so we don't have anything quite like that. I'm missing rock. Oh, dearie. Somebody gonna fire me, ain't they? It ain't my fault. Don't blame me. Blame the guy who hired me. By the way, if you're enjoying this billionaire series, you might also enjoy our harvest challenge we've got going on. I've got another series on the channel where we harvest the full map in an attempt to buy every single tractor in the game. We started out with $0 in that save, and we have earned all of our money by harvesting soybeans. Just hours and hours of harvesting soybeans. But it's actually been a pretty enjoyable time, and if you want to check it out, then all you gotta do is click like and subscribe. Would y'all believe me if I told you I had a little neck massage machine in here in the tractor with me right now, and I'm just getting a massage on my neck? It feels fantastic. Actually, I kind of got it down on my shoulders right now, but I'm probably gonna move it up towards the neck here in just a second. Ugh, feels so good. I don't know how much I can sell rocks for, probably not much, but I'm out here eating them like hungry hippos, I'll tell you that. Hey, completely random question, and definitely not driven by any personal motive here, but what do you guys think about me just turning rocks off in the future? I don't know. Think that sounds like a pretty good time if you ask me. Y'all just take a vote down in the comments. Let me know what you want me to do. My personal vote, turn off rocks. I mean, look how long I've been doing it in these fields. I've been out here driving around in circles for 10.5 years, and I feel like I made no progress yet. I'm still right next to where I've been driving. Rock picking truly is among the worst things you can do. Oh, there's just too many rocks, son. If there was like a couple rocks in the field, you got a few patches here and there. Oh yeah. No, it'd be fine. Take your rock picker out, get your rocks on occasion. That'd be swell. I'd enjoy that. It's like, oh, look at that. End of the year or whatnot, maybe I got, 2-3 piles of rocks in a couple fields I got to take care of. That's fine. But I look like I'm harvesting rock out here, okay? It should not be like I'm putting the rock quarry out of business. I'm going to start selling this stuff by the trailer load if we keep going like this. Some of you right now are like, well, you are trying to earn $1 billion. You need every bit you can get. I'm probably burning more in diesel than we're going to be able to get. out of these rocks. Legitimately don't think I've made any progress in this field. Look at this. This is absurd. We've been out here in the field for so long picking rocks that I started hallucinating about my childhood days. Started feeling like I was back in school, just mentally clocked out watching Farm Sim in my brain, you know what I mean? I actually used to watch a lot of Farm Sim in like study hall. I would watch so much Daggerwin. Oh my goodness. It's not even funny, brother. Hey, we got that entire field over there done. Now we just got to finish this monstrosity. Excuse me. I believe that you have an infection called rocks. And I have the cure. For the low, low price of $1.2 million, I can give you the treatment for your condition. What do you say, Field? I keep missing these rocks. Look, Field, if you want me to pick up your rocks, you gotta help me out here. There you go. Good job. You know, this gives me the vibe of a Roomba. Like, could we not make a Roomba, but for farming, that can do the rocks? Wait, hold on. Wait, can somebody make a gigantic Roomba mod in Farm Sim that when it goes through automatically, like with the AI or whatever, and just eats the rocks? Please, somebody make an oversized Roomba for Farm Sim that eats rocks. I would love you forever and ever. I think we got both of the fields done up here. Oh, it's still running? Okay, now it's off. I think we got both of those fields done. We've got 2 more. This one won't be very long, but the other one is gonna suck. As you can see, the planter is right here, ready to go planting. I think we might need a little bit more fertilizer and seed in the planter. I don't really remember. I'll have to take a look. But yeah, my money's gonna be on, yes, we're gonna need more fertilizer and seed. I might hit my greenhouse. Oh, ooh. Think skinny, Jake. Oh, we did it. Woo! I might have nicked my water barrel, but it'll be fine. I missed a rock again. Dwayne, get on the bus, buddy. I ain't gonna tell you twice. There you go. Good boy. Imagine saying good boy to Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I feel like he would punch me. So you guys know how in Farming Simulator it's extremely moddable and you can actually kind of go into the files if you wanted to and change the PNGs of the images of the crops to about whatever you wanted them to be. Well, what if you did that to Dwayne The Rock Johnson? What if you just planted a bunch of Dwayne The Rock Johnson photos? You know the one with his eyebrow raised? You know that one? There's a video. Man, I planted an entire map in Dwayne The Rock Johnson. We probably ought to check on our greenhouse over here too. You know what? I want to run over here and do that. Our greenhouse is, oh my goodness, 9,000. Okay, it's fine. It's more than fine. Don't worry about the greenhouse. Worry about your rocks, Jake. Just out here trying to get my rocks off my field. You know what I mean? Nothing like getting your rocks off the field. My thing wasn't even down. I wasn't even doing anything. And I hit a tree. This is the part where I'm getting delusional. I'm sorry. It's just the road ahead of us is very rocky. And I think the only way we're going to earn this $1 billion is together. But we're going to try. Or as Master Yoda once said, do or do not, there is no try. I am a Star Wars... No, that's not what I meant to say. I am a Farm Sim Jedi. Or a Star Wars farmer. Take your pick. That'd be a neat series. Star Wars farming. Moisture farming on like Tatooine. I'm surprised no one has tried to make that yet. That'd be... Or somebody should make the Death Star. Why do I think of all the weird things to do? I'm sorry. What a circuitous route we have been taking. Feel like a slippery little sneak. All right, I think we almost... Are you serious? I'm going to miss the very last rocks. And you'll make me back up and pull forward just to get you again. Yeah. All right. Well, there we go. And I hit my planter. Good. We got that one all done. I hit my planter, and now we're moving on to the next one. Nothing has gone wrong, I promise. Please tell me I can hire a worker. Go. Yes! Rock pick! Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I don't have to be the one stuck doing this unfavorable job in this gigantic field. You have fun, buddy. Don't call me and just do it all yourself. Okay? Bye. So we can now focus on some other stuff, primarily investing our last $14,000. So we got a greenhouse setup going here, and we could probably get some bees. Would not be a bad idea. We could get them right here at the farm. Would actually work really well. If we put them next to these 2 fields, these 2 fields would get a bonus. But if we put it next to our big field, it would get a bonus. And I don't know which is more valuable. Probably the big field. So I need to think this through and about our future plans as well. We could go ahead and just stick some back here, and it wouldn't be the end of the world. They could fit really well right along here. We just have to remember to come back here and get the stuff. Or we could leave them up more towards the actual farmyard. I don't know which I like better. But bees are kind of expensive, actually. If we wanted to, we could spend like all of our money on bees right now. I don't know if it's worth it. How full? Okay, so that definitely needs more seed. And okay, let me do that. Let me buy seed and fertilizer. Solid fertilizer at 1920. Okay, well, hold on. Let's see. 1820. Well, that's cheaper. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna do the cheaper 1820 here. We'll buy one bag of those. And then I needed seed as well. I want to go ahead and just buy a pallet of seed, 950. Okay, so we got planting stuff taken care of here. We know we don't have to worry about that. It gives us $11,000 to work with, which is gonna put us just under what we wanted in order to do our bees. We needed $13,000. We don't quite have that. So we could downsize, which is not a terrible idea. We could kind of just stick the bees around underneath these, and they'll be near the fields as well. I mean, this could potentially work. So I'm going to put a place for the pallets of honey to spawn right over here. And whether that's a good or bad spot is up for debate. But now we can sneak these in. Now, I don't want to move it too close because I want to leave myself some room for when I'm doing my farming. But I think right there ought to do, and then we'll just kind of fill these in as we go. And just, you know, we're kind of just litter them on the entire ground, and we'll have the thickest bee population in the entire state. I want to go check out the bees, but to do so, I need to put on my beekeeper outfit real quick. What color? What color are we keeping our bees in today? Oh, that looks good. We'll do that. All right, time to do a little beekeeping, aka just walk over here and look at my beehive. Yep, that's a beehive. And them is a bunch of bees just flying on out of it. So they're all flying out, you know, to do their pollination and stuff. They will end up helping these couple fields here. So that is fantastic news. We've got about $2,000 left over, and we need to probably go get that fertilizer and seeds. But we only have this one tractor available, and it's still being used. So we're going to get the last of these rocks picked, and I will be right back. Okay, so we just filled up on our rocks here. Been watching this go along, and I think normally by watching this I got to thinking I would probably just stop, dump these rocks here, and then keep this guy going if we did continue to do rocks moving forward. If we have the hired worker do it, I really don't mind. And my thought process with that, which I'm not going to do this very first time, is when we are doing our fields and we're trying to do them quickly, it's faster for me to just tell it to dump right there than if I, you know, drive it over somewhere that I want to dump it, and then I could just come back with a tractor that has a bucket on it, and I could scoop it up in various piles in the field. And I feel like that would be quite a bit faster. Just bring a tractor, trailer, and a bucket on the front end, and that'd be about all you really needed. So I might just go ahead and leave the rocks on. I mean, to be honest with you, like, they always get disabled, but I'm trying to end this series not disable any of these features. That's been the point. That's why we still have weeds, and that's why we still have seasons and everything else that we got going on in here. That's why all of it. But I don't have a tractor with a front loader right now, so we're just not going to go with that plan right now. We have a beautiful young lady in here with her ponytail, and she's going to do some big old farming. Probably going to do a better job than I ever could, let's be honest with you. If we had to guess who was better than driving a tractor, I'm honestly going to say her. A little power nap, and well, we're pretty close to being done here. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 to 5 more matches. I don't know. It's gonna take it a little bit. Don't get stuck in your rocks. Hey, oh, that's kind of my fault. Should have dumped those in the creek or something. Anybody want a potato harvester? We make good money on potatoes. They're just very, 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 very painful to harvest. We could buy this potato harvester for $37,000 though. That's not that bad. That's a 62% discount. Wow. I don't want to do potatoes. Sorry. No. I just want to see what the next things we need to get are. A roller would be really nice. $41,000 or $2,000 a lease. Yada, yada, yada. That is expensive. Someone mentioned doing silage bales, which was not a bad idea. I'm not exactly sure how to do silage bales. Okay, so we could do chaff that is made when you chop your corn, or we could do grass and turn both of those into silage by using some silo bunkers. So not a bad idea there. Now, I don't know how much a silo bunker is going to cost. It's like, no, that's manure. Yeah, $25,000 is what the smallest bunker is going to be. And then we would also need a mower. Remember when I said a mower was on sale way back when? So those range in price, but they can get a little expensive. And we could do a bunker or we could do bales. And if we did bales, we would just need to get a round baler and a wrapper. And that's probably what I would like to do, actually. But that's going to take a lot of money to fund, a lot of money that we don't currently have. We've got $3,400. But all of our field... Wait, whoa. I was about to say all of our fields have been completely picked of rock, but what's this I see? One single rock. And I just cannot let that be. Hold on. Get that. Let me clean up that little piece. Okay. I wonder if I can clean this up a little bit now, so it's out of the way. No. Okay, well, you know, it doesn't eat rocks it's already eaten. And neither does my grandmother. I don't know who I was going to say there. I was trying to find somebody that would eat rocks. And I'm like, none of this sounds good. Dog, grandma, cat, cow. Nope, I don't like any of these. But the point is we are done with the rock picker. So we can go ahead and return that back to the store. And now we're almost ready to get planting. I actually kind of... Whoops. I hit my planter. I actually kind of want to go down to the store and just top off on seed and fertilizer real quick. So I'm going to unfold the planter so we can pull it the long ways, take it down there, get it topped off, and we're going to get started planting. All right, we've made it down. I don't know if it's going to let me fill connected this way. It is. Oh, that's fantastic news. So we're full of seeds. Now we're getting full of fertilizer. And we'll have some left. Well, actually, we won't have any fertilizer left over, but I don't think we need more. So I'm going to call that good. We do have seeds left over, but we'll come back down and pick those up. Now with a full planter, we can get back into the field and get to planting. Okay, this is going to be our test field, our small little one. I want to learn exactly how to handle the rolling. Do we roll before? Do we roll after? I'm going to go ahead and plant, and then we'll come back with the roller. And if that doesn't work properly, then I'll know I'm supposed to do it the other way. But I'm pretty sure I plant and then roll. All right, getting ourselves lined up. Going to turn on the planter. Make sure we are on soybeans, as that is what we want to plant. Go ahead and drop it right down. And now we just got to pull straight on through. Just like this. Now this little field is not going to be very hard. It's a very flat, perfect little square that eventually, like I keep saying, is just so good of a spot for a barn. But right now, it is valuable land that at least earns us a few, maybe $1,200, I'd say. If we're planting soybeans, maybe this is going to be $1,200. Maybe. We'll drop it back down, plant the other direction, and it won't take us too many passes before we've got this one all completed. Ooh, we got a little wide there at the end, but not bad, just by a sliver. So turning ourselves right around. Now, one of the things I was thinking about, it doesn't make us any money, but you know what? It is man's best friend. We need to get a dog. So once we find a little bit of extra cash, I'm going to get us a dog because no farm is complete without one. All right. Probably second to last pass. I'm hoping we can get this next one complete here. And we're not going to be able to. It's just barely off by a couple rows. And those couple rows are important enough for me to swing myself over this way and make sure that we're getting them completely. There we go. Just going to continue right on down this stretch. And like I said, this field is only like a row extra. Realistically, in real life, I probably wouldn't even worry about this. I would just honestly let that grow over in grass and say, well, it makes more sense to have the field more scaled to my planter than to come back and plant 2 extra rows every single time. But I figure a couple extra dollars doesn't hurt right now, so I'm going to do everything I can to get some. Just like that, we've got that little field completely planted. We should now see field 44 with soybeans, and indeed it is. Going to take a look in here. It is the first stage of growth. And we don't have any weed issues. It needs rolling. It's very well fertilized, actually, which is fantastic to see. I thought I'd have to hit it again, but I don't. Doesn't need lime. 45 actually does need lime. Wasn't expecting that. Guess we're gonna have to take care of that, but our stones are good as well. Okay. Unexpected lime issue on 45, so we're gonna have to do that before we plant 45. In that case, I'm gonna sneak to the back, plant this field, and we'll try to maybe just set it up so that field that needs limes we'll plant next month. That way we can get a little bit of money in our pockets so we can, afford to lime it. All right, soybeans are going to go in this field. We've hired the same lovely lady She did a fantastic job doing all the rock picking. Now she's going to go through and do all the planting. And might I tell you, I've heard she's a darn good straight plower. So she might get to plow next time we have to as well. Don't hit the rock. That's my fault. I won't hold it against you. While we have the AI going out in this field to get planted, I want to come check on some of our other things. Our greenhouse is doing fine. We've got a trailer full of crops in here, I believe. Or did we sell all the crops? Let me check. Oh, okay. We sold all the crops. Nothing in the trailer. This is the field that needs lime. And apparently it's got a little bit of weeds growing. Okay. Does this one have weeds? Apparently. So we're going to have to get some spray to get those taken care of. Oh boy. Everything is so expensive. All right, let's see. Our fertilizer spreader cannot do lime. How lovely. The only one that can, $45,000. I'm not spending that. And it's $2,300 to lease it. My. Likely it won't take many passes and we won't have to buy a bunch of lime, so we'll have to do it next month. Now, I just want to quickly see, this barn is worth $44,700. This barn is worth $22,350. And this barn, which I would love to sell, is actually worth nothing. Unfortunately, the only one that I don't like, or, really can't utilize, is quite literally worth absolutely nothing. But if we ever get in a pinch, we can sell these barns. I just would rather not to. I mean, they're useful. I've just been sitting down here working on my little model city of the, the local area, the town, all while trying to come up with my plan, my game plan moving forward. And if you look, right here is our farm, and I've just been looking over the city, and I'm thinking, wonder if we can get a contract or something to be able to mow the grass along the highways, because then we can mow that grass and use that grass to turn into silage bales. Because I was looking at our map here and we don't have any grass area that we own. We could plant a field or something, but I don't like any of that. So I don't know. We'll have to think about that some more. We've got plenty of time to do so. I'm going to get out of the basement of the barn and we have to get over to the tractor who has finished their job. Like I told you, she was going to do a fantastic job getting this all planted. And we're down to 65% on the seed. So we've got plenty in here, plus some back at the store. We're going to be good for another year or two. And we've worked our way up to about $4,000 now. But I'll tell you what, here is what I want to do. I want to drop this planter off right here. And we will lime this one field. Go ahead and, well, if I lease that, can I even afford any lime? We'll lime that field next month. And then next month, we'll get those two last fields planted. How's that sound? Right now, I need a little bit of money to hit our bank account. So we got to sleep through the night. Wait a minute. Hold on, everybody. If I skip forward, that crop might plant and I didn't get a chance to roll it. I need to roll. Before we skip forward, I almost made an oopsie. So we're going to lease this roller $2,000. Now we need even more money. But it's okay because we need to roll these fields. We're going to get a nice yield boost if we do. So I want to make sure that we get that done. I'm going to roll down to the store and we'll be right back with the roller. And then we'll skip through the night. I think I might have just hit some bees on my windshield. Oopsie doodly. Turn on the windshield wiper. Pitter patter, let's get at her. Get this thing unfolded so we can roll our soybeans. We got planted in really nice rows. Oh, look, nice. I sure hope I don't mess this up. But I'm pretty darn sure this is how I'm supposed to go about it. So I'm just going to line myself more or less in line with the rows here. I'm a little off, ain't I? I'm going to be just a tiny bit off, but I'm going to call that... it's going to be like a whole row off. I was close, man. It's okay. We can go back and clean that little piece up right there. Most importantly, this is actually rolling. If we take a look, it did that whole pass. So this is how we do it for sure. You need to plant and then you need to roll. By the way, rolling does help push those rocks back down into the soil. But I think more or less the only time that changes is if you really rip up the soil. Like if you dig deep down with your shanks, then you're gonna get those rocks to be like way up and the roller is not gonna be able to do anything about it at that point. And then you have to do your rock pick. So that's where we had just seen ourselves earlier because we had ignored the land that needed it since year 1 and we're on year 4. By the way, I thought it'd take like over 6.5 years or so. Yikes. We only got $4,000, boys. Either we're going to make a lot of money really quick or we are not making our goal. but we're bound determined. We're going to get $1 billion. You know, I was thinking about this on the drive back. Billionaires always like to say that they're hardworking and whatnot. Well, there's no work more honest than being a farmer, I'd say. So we're putting them to the test, that's for sure. If I can't earn $1 billion doing the most honest work there is, and, well, you know, I'm not going to say anything more, but here's my PayPal if any billionaire wants to clear their conscience. I love making that joke. I know I don't ever post the PayPal, obviously, you know, just because I'm not trying to solicit money from strangers, but it just makes me laugh every time. I mean, unless you're a billionaire and you're like, okay, I actually do want to give you like $1 million, in which case, by all means, you know, you can be the stranger that I solicit money from. That's okay. Just let me know, and I will give you my information, I promise. I maybe hit my water tank again, but it's kind of used to it at this point. Don't hit the tree. Don't hit the tree. Ooh, good. Don't need another war with the Lorax. The last one was pretty costly. Now I'm just going to get started right on in here. Okay, I maybe got a little too excited about it at first, but it's fine. Everything's fine. We're all good here. How are you? Okay, you know, rolling is a little satisfying, as long as you can tell where you've been, which in this case, the texture completely changes, so that's good news for me. That means I can tell where I've been. Our neighbor's got a nice field of weeds. If we weren't living in Iowa and maybe Colorado, I suppose he could sell that for a good price, but, you know. Whoops, try to roll his weeds. Can't be rolling weeds on YouTube, fellas. Sorry. Well, friends, family, and even freaks of nature, we almost got this field all finished, and I am feeling fantastic about it. Just gotta roll this way back towards the house to do our last pass kind of along like a headland little piece, and this should completely cover our field. Well, I guess we're gonna have to clean up just a tiny bit right there, but other than that, that's going to completely cover our field. And with all of that rolled, we'll probably just let this roller stay in our inventory through the night. Not a bad idea. We're going to go in the negative tonight. I pretty much guarantee it. There's a high chance. But, you know, it's better than leasing it again. So that's just what we're going to do. I'm going to shut down right here, and let's speed through the rest of the night.